Alrighty then. Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. My name is Andre, and this is going to be part 4 of... Oh, hold on a second. I'm getting some echo here. Okay, I don't need to hear myself just say like what I just said not so long ago, so give me a second here. Stop repeating after me! Alright. Alright, stop. Okay, so it's freaking mimicking me. Give me a second, folks. Let's see here. Alright, whichever you're on, great. I'm just dealing with some issue here. I'm getting an echo from the microphone right now for some reason. I don't know if you can hear that. Alright, let's see. Okay, I do have it. Yeah. That's alright. It's gonna require me to experiment around here, so let's see here. Alright, let's do a little test. Can I hear myself? Can I hear myself think? Alright, let's do a little test. Can I hear myself? Okay, good. So I can't hear myself. That's somewhat good. Alright. So, hello again with proper setup. Hello everybody. Welcome to the stream and welcome to part 4 of basic programming with Python. So, I know you guys are so excited. Like you just got out from work on a Monday night wanting to learn how to program in Python. That's the best feeling, isn't it? I don't recall anybody having that feeling though. Anywho, that's the best feeling, isn't it? From last time on Andre and Jason Programming Adventures in Python, we discussed about for and while loops, inputs, and functions. More about functions. So I'll provide an example here. So with functions, we start off with yes. So we went up against some enemy. Let's say return Frieza. There we go. Frieza returns from the dead. There we are. Or no, let's be a little bit more meme-ish and say Dio. Dio came back. Refrigerator, yes. Well, I mean, that doesn't seem threatening, though. Oh, wait. Frightening. I apologize for that. Excuse me. My English language apparently is failing me. My English skills. Yeah, but I heard they named, like, what do they call? So Vegeta is, like, vegetables. And then, like, Radit is, like, radish. Right? So, food. Let's say, yeah, alright, cool. So let's say vegetables. A pool is apple. Who's that character? I never met him. Or probably have, but it's been a long ass time that I watched Dragon Ball Z. So I need a little bit of a refresher on that. So return vegetables. So if I were to print without forgetting my parentheses, some nobody actually, great. Oh, okay, that probably explains it. And then, you know, Satan, unless he's like sandwich. So say here, last time we fought against vegetables, right? So we want to be able to print out food. So if we just run this now, save it. Oh, I gotta save it first. Usually I just call it main 4 because I'm boring like that, and I'm just used to messing around with Unity. I'm just calling each scene like a main if I'm just doing like a proof of concept or something, or if I'm just doing my homework. No need to be fancy with the name there. So as long as my Python doesn't decide to freak out and not respond, we will be able to get our output. So you see nothing there? Well, what if I just type in main dot, not main dot, but main parentheses, main parentheses. If I just do that, it will call that function. And that's how you call a function in Python. You just say the name of the function that you call it, and you just append those parentheses. So, got that out of the way, so let me just review here. So we got the print function. Last time we fought against food. This is the function, food, which is referred up here. And it returns the value vegetables. So it pretty much substitutes food here. So if you were to say food is equal to vegetables. Oh, by the way, I have the microphone on my chest, so that way you guys can hear me better. So if you hear like any cracks or noises, or some kind of disturbance in the mic, in the force, that's most likely the mic is like trying to choke me or trying to fall off. I have to like readjust multiple times here, so excuse me for that. So we replace food, the function food here, with vegetables because that's what it returns, the return value is. Yep, it's gonna be my Rice Krispies, this is what the cereal is called. And it will print out the string vegetables. That's the reason why we got vegetables here in the shell. So if we do more than just typing out a string, let's say we do some math, or just like a simple like 1, 2. So we got 1, we got a function named 1, very creative. So we just say it returns 1, and we have another function that returns 2, and we just say that the sum of these two numbers are, or is, forgot to end my print statement there with parentheses because once again I'm used to C syntax. My gosh, I'll never get used to that. So if we just print out, or actually if we just make a new variable here to also remind you on how to make a variable, you name a variable. It could be like boring A is equal to 1 plus 2. Okay, with an actual O, please, not with a 0. So if you just substitute 1 with the return value, which is 1, that's really hard to figure out apparently. 2 is replaced with 2, so you get 1 plus 2. So you got boring A to be 1 plus 2. And we're going to print out boring A to verify it's going to be 3. I was about to say 2, or I probably thought, I thought I said 2 already, but I hope I didn't say 1 plus 2 is equal to 2. That would be really bad. And as opposed to writing out the function in the shell, you can, be lazy and just write in here like main. So that way, once it, finish reading the main function here, it'll see this and will execute whatever's in the main function. So press F5, Control F5, and you'll see right here, the sum of these three numbers is 3. So nothing special, no magic here. There's nothing wrong with it, I hope. Unless you guys want to, let's just agree that that's how you spell sum. So, and then we also discuss about for loops, right? And inputs. So let's say we're going to do some like Mad Lib, right? So we're going to write a little story. So here's a story. And maybe we're going to give it some parameters, like let's say num of stores, the price of a game, and how you feel. Going to do some intense Mad Lib story here. So Mad Lib story. So once upon a time, I should actually write that out. Once upon a time, a new game came out. Let me see if I can try to move this aside. Once upon a time, or one upon a time, a new game came out. Move this aside. Once upon a time, and the game came out. The game was so cool, is so cool. Now you guys get to see like my grammar abilities here. Does this gonna make you cringe a little bit, maybe? Depends how easy it is for you to get cringy from me. So the game is so cool that you want to get this said game, right? So you went to, and this is where we introduce the first parameter, or the first variable. Well, parameter. We're just going to pass values into the parameters you see in the story. So number of stores, price, and feel. So, hello, welcome to the stream. And so what we're going to do is the semicolons. Oh, thank you again. Keep forgetting that this isn't C or C++ or any other languages. Thank you for reminding me that. Yeah, if Jason was here, he would like, he would just tell me like, what are you doing, Andre? This isn't C or C++. But unfortunately, Jason won't be here. Yes, it's a C++ thing. It's actually, a lot of languages have semicolons to be like what is equivalent in a language like a period, like it ends a sentence or a line of code. Yeah, I know, but it's just a good habit to like have it, not mix it up, because I'm just doing this to help, people who don't know programming, or, just want to see, or professionals like you who want to come in and just like, be cringed from me or something, or just be like, hey, you don't have to do that. And it's like, well, I mean, but thank you. Yeah. So back to the story. So you went to okay. How many stores? I should make that a string. So remember, casting is also another thing. So if you just have str and then you have the variable number of stores inside that casting function there, it'll turn that number into a string. All right. I mean, let's see about that. hopefully I don't make you cringe, okay? So, it's a number of stores, we cast it to a string, so it's going to turn the number into a string, so that way it matches with the story, because this whole story is written in a string. That's how you see in books, right? You just see like just words, but they're not in quotations though. So you went to this many amount of stores to find this new game. So you go up to the clerk. You go up to the nerdy clerk, or cash register clerk, right? I think it's clerk. Clique. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that. You go up to this nerdy clique, right? And you ask. So, how much for this game? It's gone. How much for the new game? The new hip game? It's gone. How much for the new game? The new hip game? And then, oh my gosh, there we go with the semicolon creeping in. I gotta get rid of my semicolon habit. So, oops. The clerk then said, or then responded, or answered. Clerk answered. It's whatever the price is. Whatever the price is. Well, what? What am I doing wrong? Oh, the semicolon thing? Yeah. Alright, so we got the price. It's whatever that much. And we're gonna end it off like that. And then, so you bought the game. We're gonna give you a happy note. You got a new game. It's so cool. Everybody's talking about it on the streets, on Facebook, Instagram, whatever social media you use, or if you don't use the social media, you use I don't know, like the new rock. So, and then okay, so how do you want to feel? Let's see. So you bought the game, and you can't. Oh, well, that implies a feeling. So, and you feel. Whatever the feeling is. Just in case if it's not a string. If you want to feel like a number 7, you can go ahead. Why do we have to use those, the pipes? It looks like a pipe symbol to me. I'm sorry. Where do you see that? Those little... Did I put a pipe somewhere? Or is that an L between the string and price? Oh, the parentheses. Or is that an L? You mean these? Oh, the parentheses. Do we have to use those? I'm sorry, I don't understand the symbol between. Wait. I'm sorry, I don't understand the symbol between. Vertical pipe. Well, I'll just read it off here. So I just have it's here, and then I have the end quotation here. Oh, the little apostrophe sign. And then I have the end quotation here. Right? Oh, the little. So that's kind of like my way of saying like this is like a quote inside a string, because if you just add in a quotation here, it's going to kind of mess up like the whole string notation here. So it's going to think like this is one string, and then as you can see this is highlighted, it's going to think that this is also a string. Oh, as you can see this is highlighted, it's going to think that this is also a string. This? Oh, I don't know what to say. I don't see any vertical pipes. Is that the... I mean, I'm highlighting the apostrophe symbol. If that's what you're seeing. Or you're probably looking at the cursor. Because the cursor... Okay. Great. Cool. Glad there's no vertical pipes. I mean, if you see like a semicolon, please let me know. So you bought a game and you feel whatever you want to feel. And we're just going to say at the end. The end. What a great story. Man, can't wait to tell my kids these days. You know, my kids are just going to be like, hey, tell me a story. It's like, well, it's a story of that boy who went to a game store. I hope you like it. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to get input. So let's say, so we got to figure out how many stores you went to. So let's say, I guess to number. Give me a number, as they would say. So let's say int. Input. Don't forget int, because if you just do input, by default, it's going to be a string, and we don't want a string. Or I guess this is a good example of showing how to cast, because in the end we're going to change the input, the numbers to be a string. So if, okay, it's not an if. I'm sorry, it's misleading, misguiding you. Int input. How many stores did you go to hunt down this game? Double parentheses for the int and the input because they require parentheses. And then the next parameter is how much did the game cost? Let's say cost. So int input. How much money did you donate to a non-Steam owned company? And then let's say feel. How do you feel? Emotions. Emote. So tell me how you feel. So we're just going to leave that, or if you want to say 7, you can. So tell me how you feel. So we're just going to leave that, or how did you feel when you got the game? When you got the game. It's like I'm interviewing, you know, myself right here, because, you know, I imagine you guys probably not like writing along with me. You just guys go and watch me like type up something and I just have to answer for myself. So, all right, I guess I'll give you my deep personal secrets right now about this situation here. So we got that. So we got all the variables that we need, right? So, and I have to pass it into story. So I just call in the function and it requires 3. Oh, okay, cool. So I'm not the only one. I'm not a loader getting all the games, or this new game that's coming out. I don't know what new game is coming out. I know Mario Odyssey just came out recently, so if there's any other new games that's coming out, I mean, it's going to be late, especially when the Game Awards is like around the corner. But just watch it like there'll be a new game that just like steals all the show, gets all the awards. So we got to pass in the, you know, parameters into the, or we got to pass in the variables into this function. So we got number, which represents the number of stores, and we got cost for price, and emote for feel. So let me just write a comment here. So number will be equal to num of stores. This will cost will be equal to price. This will be equal to feel. And that's about it. I don't know why I had that parentheses there. Excuse me for that. I don't know what came over me for that. So I'm just going to press F5. It's probably going to give me a syntax error. I totally called it. What am I missing here? Oh, I had an extra parentheses. So I don't need that. I was so used to the previous two variables that I had to put two sets of parentheses. So let me widen this out a little bit. So how many? Wow, I'm sorry, I forgot to put stores. How many did you go to hunt down this game? Well, I would say 3. How much money did you donate to a non-Steam owned company? I would say like $78. No, 50. No, I have to stay with an int. So int is a number that is not a decimal, essentially. A float is a number that has a decimal, like pi 3.14159. 22/7, that's definitely not a float because it's not a decimal. That's a fraction. That's way different. Yeah, just any number that has a period in it. How did you feel when you got this game? I felt 8. So you got this whole story here, right? And it says, once upon a time, a new game came out. The game is so cool that you want to get this set game. So you went to 3. I forgot to put stores, did I? I apologize for that. Wow. I need Grammarly to find this new game. Again, I'm sorry that I butchered that story. Man, I'll be a great storyteller. You go up to a nerdy clique and you ask, how much for the new hip game? The clerk answers, it's $78. You bought the game and you felt 8 in the end. Okay, so you're getting a syntax error on the here. Print string. Let's see. Print string, number of stores, quotation to find. Okay. So what do you have? Yeah, there you go. You need to concat. You gotta add up the string and the fixed string that you got there. So yeah. Thank you. I don't want to butcher your name. Yeah. But thank you for helping out. So do you get is the error gone for you? Oh, the stream just, okay, it's not lagging, cool. So do you get is the error gone for you? Oh, really? It's echoing? Oh, the stream just, okay, it's not lagging. Alright, cool. But the echo part, let me see if I can do something about that. But thank you for letting me know. Let's see, what can I do here? Alright, cool. The echo part, let me see if I can do something about that. But thank you for letting me know. That's strange. Let's see, what can I do here? So I go to recording. Maybe set that to default. Just let me know if it sounds better. Greatly appreciate that. So I go to recording. So maybe set that to default. Mess around with the recording setting. Just let me know if it sounds better. Have it set to this microphone. Appreciate that. So mess around with the recording setting. Have it set to this microphone. I mean, it's the only mic I'm using. I mean, I'm not using any other mics. I have it set to just be like this one microphone. Tuning it to the stream and mute it. Oh. Did that do it? Hopefully it did it. All right. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. going Elvis Presley there for a moment. So in the last time, what we did in the previous stream is for loop and while loop. So we're just gonna do a quick like countdown. So like you have a rocket, or actually in the game. So you got a countdown. So the game is about to begin. No, I'll print that out actually. The game is going to start in 10 seconds. Oh, I apologize for that. I hope we don't have any young people watching this. So for or actually here, let me just do a while loop. I forgot how to decrement, or I think it's decrement in for loop. Because in the previous stream I just did like increments. So for a while loop, right? So if I is greater than 0, don't forget my colon, keep forgetting my colon. Just gotta remind myself of colon. Colons are important. So I'm just gonna print out I here. So I need to also initialize I to be 10, so that way it's true. So 10 is greater than 0, I hope, and it's true, and it will print out the number. And then at the end, once it breaks out, because once I becomes like 0 or -1, because if I is 0, it can't be greater than itself, unless it's greater than or equal to, then it will continue one more time to, to execute that part, to execute the code that's satisfied. Hey, 0 is greater than or less than or equal to 0. Okay, that might be that's confusing. I apologize. So let me just not do that and just put an equal sign there, just for your sake. So if I is greater than or equal to 0, then print that number out. So once it reaches a 0, I want to say go, or vamonos, and then Japanese is like ikimasho, if you want to be so polite. So yeah, excuse my weep for a moment. So just press Control F5. Oh boy, I forgot to decrement. So this is one of the issues you can get if you just have a for or while loop going on here. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I forgot about that. So while that's going in an infinite loop, I'm going to decrement I here. That's a valid. Yeah, I know. I apologize. This is simple, and I just failed to even do a simple countdown. Remind me to never be like the announcer who like writes on the board that says 10, 9, 8 or whatever, does the countdown for a shuttle to go up, or heck, or make me program, this part of the game, like where, before a match you got this countdown. So hopefully I don't make that mistake in, doing that. Is this a valid expression? I'm trying to remember that. Because this could be another C or C++ or any other language. It's not Python, deal. So, let's see. If I just run it here. Oh, okay, cool. It works. It works. So, the game's going to start in 10 seconds. That's the first print. Okay, yeah. I think I remember that before, where I did the double plus and the double minus. That's not in Python, but okay. Thank you. So I'll keep that in mind and never forget. So again, we got the game that says it's going to start in 10 seconds, and then we're going to do the countdown to 0, except they don't really say 0, they say go, or vamonos, or depending on what kind of game or what language you got the game from. So, but yeah, again, they don't say 0, they just say go, like at the end, after 1. So let me just, fix that and just get rid of the equal sign, because we don't want it to print out 0 if I is greater than or equal to 0. So if I just run the code again without the equal sign, then you get the same thing, just not the 0 there. So we got the 1 there, and then we got go. Awesome. Simple. Simple, but I screwed up last time, so that's okay. We're learning, right? So, all right. So I guess that's it. Well, let me try to do this with a for loop, because I know you can do what you can do with a while loop, you can do with a for loop, and I kind of avoided try to figure out how to decrement with a for loop. So if some range 10, I guess, and you just decrement like that. Let's see. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, wait a minute. That's not a good idea. That's not good. What am I doing? It started from 0 to 9. Why? So can I get a little help on how to oh, wow, I was just missing that. Let's see. Yeah, let me get rid of this. You don't need that. Control F5. Do that quickly. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, userman2. I guess I totally forgot about the third parameter. All right, and thank you, Fueren. I'm sorry if I butchered the name, but yeah, thank you, you two. Because usually back when I was doing intro to programming, just call me V. Okay, thank you, V. Back when I was doing intro to programming, or say viewer N. Oh, okay. All right. I mean, whatever, if you're okay with that, I'll say. But thank you. Yeah, so back in like intro to programming and computation, they had that weird fancy computer word, computation. Intro to computation. No, you're fine. You're perfectly fine. So, yeah, range. Yeah, this is what I usually see back when I was learning Python. Yeah, viewer N. All right. Yeah, sounds cool. And yeah, you can actually like have it like that, or just like have just a single letter N. That's something. Just an idea or a thought. But that's cool. So this is what I usually see in like intro to programming 1, is that I was taught just like having range to have like 2 parameters, but I never really, I guess I never knew about the third parameter. But anyway, just to show like what you can do with a while loop can be done with a for loop. With a for loop, it's more like like how long it will last. With a while loop, you kind of don't. So that's why you have that guard statement. 1, 2, 2, 3 parameters. Oh, okay, that's easy. So it's the start, end, and then step. All right, cool. All right, I'm glad that we got that, clarified and detailed. So the new lesson, after we talked about functions, we got the input, and we got the for and while loops. And that's what we did last time. Last time on programming in Python. So this time in programming Python, basic programming in Python, we're going to learn about lists. Yay, pretty much arrays. So arrays or a list. So I'm just going to give you like a real world example here. So you go shopping, right? And you go buy, like, let's say you got that new Mario Odyssey game, right? Oh boy, this is a big test here. Do I remember how to spell Odyssey? Even though I have the game, I can look at it, I can look it up. Here I am, probably misspelling it. You got Mario Odyssey. Let me expand this out a little bit. You got a $20 Steam card. And what else? And you got some, I don't know, orange juice. Because you need that gaming, you need that gaming juice right there. So you go shopping, right? And that's your shopping list. I should probably call this list. Oh boy. So, and you forgot. So let's say you forgot what you came to the store for. Oh no. You must cycle through your shopping list to figure out what you came here for. So, no, press the start button to open up the menu to see the objective. Okay, I quietly burp. I hope you guys didn't really hear that. I make sure it's quiet. So, came here and we're gonna loop through. We're gonna cycle through the list, right? That's what you normally do, right? You just don't say like, oh, milk, bread, and that's it, and you forget about the eggs in the middle. So you have a for loop, right? Okay, yep. I apologize for that syntax there. It's not what it looks like. In range. Shopping, well, let's say 3. We know there's 3 items in there. So, to access, you know, the items in the list, you would have to use an index to the list. So we have the shopping list. So that's the list that you want to refer to. You want to figure out what the items are in that list. And you type in I here. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to print out the content. Let's say read the content of the list that you have in your hand. I hope I'm not typing that loud. Is it? I mean, I have the mic facing towards me and it's like right in front of the keyboard, so it's like behind it. So hope it's not like that bad. So, and if now you know what to get, right? So let me actually try to make this like an actual list. So string I plus the shopping list. Okay, cool. Good to know. That's written as shopping list I, right? Yes, with the brackets, the square brackets. Yep. All right, thank you. Awesome. So you've got it. All right. So if now you know what to get, the print statement at the end, like this is like your reward. Now you know. You reminded the player or you are the player is third person, so you is our second person. So the player is reminded. You know what? Reminded. I'm just this is an English class. Player is reminded. It keeps rolling out of my mouth. It's reminded. That sounds weird. I shouldn't have worded it like that. No. All right. So if you just Control F5, Probably gonna get a syntax error. Oh, I didn't, so let me just move this over here. Oh boy. So if you can look to your left, let me see if I can make it more prettier. So you forgot what you came to the store for. You press the start button to open up the menu to see the objective. You got 0, Mario Odyssey, Steam card, and orange juice. Now you know what to get. Okay, so you may have noticed that it started off with 0. That's again like how you start off with the iterator I, the one that cycles through. Yes, 0 Mario. It's a new game. It's very inspired by Star Fox Zero. You should check it out. It's gonna come out like in 2018. Yeah, that would be a cool game. I don't know. Didn't release a trailer yet. So, yeah, let me just add a space between here. That way we have a space between the number and the item. And so, and that's how you access the first element, as they call it, the first item or element, whatever you want it, whatever you prefer. You know, whatever floats your boat. So this is gonna be 0. So honestly, in order to access this, again, computers count from 0. So it's okay, again, if you tell your parents or, you know, a relative or a friend, whoever, and they hold up like 3 fingers. It's okay if you say like, oh, that's 2. That's a valid answer. I mean, you're not wrong. But they're gonna look at you with a, you know, weird look on their face, I bet. So I have it up there commented above the element. You got 0, 1, 2. So if you just Control F5 again, let me see if I have that nice space between the items and the number. All right. So obviously you wouldn't start from 0. You would start from 1. So learning from what, you know, using what I learned from the chat, you start from 1, you start from 3, right? Start, end, no, start, end. So Control F5, let's try that. Okay, I forgot. The 3 is, the ending is not, oh, whoops. Forgot, this is supposed to be a 0. Duh. So in order to have the 1 to appear in the shell, to make it 1, 2, 3, I want you to do that. So let's try this now. Oh, I got it. I'm out of range. I need to decrement this down to 3. Because there's 3 items. And there we go. So, yeah, so this error that I got up here is just tells me that since I counted up to 4, but if you use your eyes, or if I use my eyes actually, because I bet you guys were like, oh man, it's not correct, it's not how many elements or items are in the list. You can see there are 3 items, even though this starts off with 0. Remember, it starts off from 0, it still counts as 1, 2, 3 items. There are 3 items, and I was trying to access like what's the 4th item, which doesn't exist. It goes outside this list because you're only looking for 3 items in the store. You're not here to go full shopping. So yeah, so that's how you access the elements in the list. And right. So without having to guess, thank you, viewer N. So without having to guess, like the length of the list, you can use what viewer N mentioned and just use the length function. LEN is just short for length. So you can, if I just put in here shopping list, shouldn't say shopping list. So this just gets the length of the shopping list. And as viewer N mentions that you can just like modify how many like elements you can have in here. So if I were to say, let's see, what's another game or another random thing? Oh. So I should keep the range function? Oh, okay, I think I get what you're saying. So like start from 0 to get Mario Odyssey, and then we use the length. Shipping, stop sheep. There we go. Is this what you're like thinking about? You start from Mario Odyssey to the end of whatever the size of the list is. So you don't have to hard code like the number in. Alright, thank you. So we can experiment that here. So we got Mario Odyssey, $20 Steam card, orange juice. Oh, well there you go. I mean, he read your mind. Yeah, there are different, each language has their own like length function, but they're called differently and maybe use like different as what you see here in Python. So you got, in some languages you may have like myArray dot length or something. I don't know which language does that, but that's just an example of what it could be. So let's add another item here. So let's see, what's another thing? You got a keyboard, right? No, what's boring. Got an alien laptop. That's expensive. And let me just index that to be 3. And let's say you got also an accessory. What's a gaming accessory? You got a Pokeball. No. You got an amiibo. An amiibo of any kind, your choice. You just use a little bit of imagination here to say. I prefer the Legend of Zelda amiibos. That's what I like. That sounds a little weird, but oh well. So if we control F5, it's going to count all length is not defined. Oh, whoops. I added in the GTH. Silly me. Yeah, again, I think from the last stream, if I remember, if you have a word that's like highlighted in purple, like I did last time where I was stupid enough to be like, hey, you know, sum, let's make a variable called sum plus is equal to 1 plus 1. You know, it's not wise to use a function like that, or actually sum is a built-in function, so I never really use it as a function, but I use it as a variable in the past on accident. But if you do see like you know, a colored word, a pretty color that is not black, then it's most likely means something like green is the string, red is the comment, blue is like a function, and orange is like a reserved keyword. Well, same thing for print and string, but they're like functions. But anyway, so if we run that again without having length to have the G and the TH, you can see here without me having to hard code the number. What I mean by hard code is like putting in like the magic number, let's say 5. And then, you know, other programmers look at you as like, what does 5 mean? It's like, I just like the number 5. So let me just undo that. Just change casting sum to be like sum, then it's fine. Yep. I mean, like I could do that and have Jason, when if he's gonna like stream with me next time, Just be like, hey, I did it. I'm using sum correctly. But yeah, that's a good idea. Or sum. Oh wait. I was thinking, oh god, I apologize for that. It's not what I meant. I was thinking about summa cum laude and stuff like that, or sum laude, but that's like how one of my teachers would pronounce sum. He would be saying sum. But yeah, but as you can see on your left, you got the new Alienware laptop and the Amiibo of your choice. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. It's like, yeah, I have like teachers that have like colorful accents, and they just be like, you know, you just gotta find a sum of, you know, these two variables and a random, you know, variable, and it's like, oh, okay, great. I gotta get used to, you know, these accents and stuff. So, anywho, so let's prove to you that, or actually, let's see. What's another way? What's another thing I can do? Ah, it's splicing. Let me take a quick look here. Oh, I forgot. So, actually, before I go on to about splicing, or I think that's Bioshock, it's the word slicing, right? Yeah, slicing. So, we can go backwards, and that might sound strange, so I'm going to actually experiment here. So I'm just going to do this on the fly. So we got the length here, right? We're going to start from the back to the beginning of the list. So let's move this over here, and then have this down to 0 because that's the first index of the array. We're going to ending up with 5 being Mario Odyssey, and then we're going to decrement this way. So if we just run it, yes, I wanna give the array some kind of frick. What is it called? The electric bolt or something? Forgot. And then there's telekinesis, and I think that's what the array is doing to me right now. It's just effing up my mind right now. Okay, so I range that. Okay, let me not do that. Okay. Starting from 0. No. I want to start from shopping list. The length of shopping list minus 1. Right? And it ends at 0. I believe that's going to do it. Unindented does not match any yet. Oh boy. Oh god. The one error I thought I would never have. Oh boy. It's gonna get some white spaces. So this is what it sounds like, right? White space error. What's going on? It's right there. What's wrong here? Ah, are you serious? See? There you go. Let's see. Ah, it's not lined up with print. Okay. Well, at least that's over with, but yeah, no, you're good. That's correct. Or I think there might be a little delay with the chat and me, so yeah. Okay. You're right. This is the one thing I don't like about Python or Bash. Or, I mean, okay, Bash, I can't really critique much. If you know about that, that's great. But, like, one of the things I cannot handle with Bash is just, like, the white spaces and, like, the random ASCII symbols you have to use. Like, oh, to order to say, like, an if statement, you gotta be like, oh, if A is not this and B, oh wait, but I forget, like, oh, you need this, and and this, but I gotta make sure there's a space between, like, it's just hard for me. Oh, okay. That's good. I mean, it's not that bad, right? 5 to 7 seconds. So, so let's see here. So it's not gonna print out the content here. So let me see. Starting off with the end of the list, you decrement down to 0 by skipping down -1. I would be whatever shopping list, the length of shopping list -1. In this case, this shopping list return 3 or 4 or 5. I keep forgetting because there's always, I remember reading up on like some language, I think it was like C#, where it has like 2 different count functions. One returns like how many actual elements there are, and or like how big the array is. So let's see here. Yeah. Really? Yeah, this is pretty much the main, I guess you can call it, IDE for that I've been using for Python. Or I mean, I guess this is what it comes with, right? I mean, it's been like years that I use Python. Count is 0 base, length is 1. Ah, yeah, a fancy enumeratable. Yeah. Count. Okay, so let me see. Did I change anything to the code? Okay, I did, and I end up getting that. So we got the amiibo, alien laptop, orange juice, the $20 Steam card. That shouldn't be printing out like that. So let's see here. Yeah, I have to use C. I mean, I don't know much about C# to be honest. I just use it for Unity because I'm a game design student. I have to use C# to do like game stuff or whatever you want to call it, like proof of concept assignments for the class. Python's having only one main way to get the count is nice. Yeah, I mean, that's good. Like, you don't have to worry about like 3 different functions doing similar things, but yet they do something. Alright, you are decreasing the length in the beginning of the for loop when you find the range. Actually, it's a little bit cut off. Give me a second, excuse me. Okay. No, it should just give me the length. So in this case, it's like there's 5 items. So I'm assuming it's gonna be 5. 5 minus 1 will give me 4. So I guess if I start off with that, because I'm missing 1 in the shopping cart list. I need my Mario Odyssey. So range with just one parameter is 0 to 1 under the number sent to it. Oops. Oh boy, out of index, out of range. Oh boy, oh gosh, that's weird when it does that. But range with just one parameter is 0 to 1 under the number is sent to it. I think that's how it's going, since 0 is non-inclusive. The endpoint doesn't mean it doesn't. you're right. I think that's what happened in the previous example. It does not include the end. Yeah, the endpoint is not. Yeah. So should start from how many elements are in the list. It should end at -1, or in this case 0, because it does not go again for -1, and it should decrement by -1. So let's see here. Oh, again, list is out of index. So let's try that again. I think it's counting more than how many there are in the list. Oh boy, well this is great. You know, we get to bond, you know. Shopping list. Ah, okay. Let me try that. Oh, okay, cool. There we go. And it includes the amiibo twice, because it cycles to the back of the array after it gets past Mario Odyssey here. So that's also another thing that you can refer. If I just do a quick example here, if I were to print out, let me just multi-line comment here, which is a triple single quotation mark, or actually apostrophe sign, my bad. And I think last time it was called like a doc string from somebody. I forgot. I apologize for that. I don't know much about that, but it was something new at the moment. So if I were just to refer to the back of the array, I just call it -1, so the last index, and I just print this. Oh, this is another white space issue again. Well, usually I have a space between print and whatever I want to print. For some reason, it's just a weird habit I have when I first started out doing Python again here in the stream. Or actually in the previous streams, my bad. So, is it a white space? Source must be safe, yeah. Okay, unexpected indent. Okay, so it is a white space. Is it not lined up? Let's... Huh. -1 for the length, because it's inclusive. Best way to iterate in reverse over a list tuple is for v in list. Ah, yes, that's the splicing part. Well, yeah, okay. That's weird. Can't be like this, isn't it? It's not lined up. Is it? Let's just be safe, and I'm just going to use single line comments here. Let me just get that quickly out of the way. Print. Okay, that's not working. Let me completely retype this. And let's just say you know what to get, and then it'll just list out the item. So shopping list index -1. So it goes going wrap around from the front to the back, and it should be the amiibo. So if I just press F5, you get the amiibo. Now you know what to get, an amiibo of your choice. Yeah, I could do that. Alt +3 is quick comment, and Alt +4 is quick uncomment. Oh, okay. Thank you. That's useful, actually. I didn't know that. I know in Visual Studio, you have like Control K and then Control C. So like Control K sets like the state, and then Control C will comment the line that you already highlighted. Yep. I mean, I'm kind of trying to start one, I guess. You know, I have some amiibos, not much. But, I mean, I think like when I first heard them coming out, I was like, oh, I want to get them all. But that's a lot of $12 or $14. So yes, as I saw earlier in the chat, I see the best way to iterate in reverse over a list tuple is for v in lists, the slice of pie, slice of cake, slice of pizza, slice. It's a slice, okay, not an enemy from BioShock. So let me try out that shortcut. So Alt +3 makes it quick comment, so it gave me a double comment quick, and then Alt 4 would give me uncomment. I had to do that twice to get rid of the comments before. So let's try this now, and let's try out the experiment there. So get rid of this. We're going to call this splicing. This is called splicing, by the way. Like when you... Oh my gosh, I just realized it. I apologize. I don't know why. It keeps coming to my head. I'm not even trying. I don't know why. It just comes out as splicing. So, and the mic's trying to fall off of my chest. So we got the list, shopping list. And we say, what's it? -1, right? So we just run that code again. Hopefully it works. No, it doesn't, because I forgot my square bracket. That's important. It looks like a face. If you want to remember how to, let's say, as opposed to this, we just print. I'm not, what's his name? Well, okay, I apologize. This is not C++. You don't use backslashes for commenting. You use the £sign or $, or people call it hashtags, and I call it hashtags too. I like to call it sharp because of C#, and that's also a symbol used in music. So, am I by chance a part scientist, part evil scientist? Because you really like splicing. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I'm just not consciously aware of it, I guess. I don't know. But splicing, is there... No, it was a doctor, I forgot. Steinman, right? Like the first boss you fight in the game. He's like the weird doctor who makes people look pretty, but he ends up killing them, I guess. I don't know. Forgot the story. So if we just print out I here, should... Uh-oh, what's going on? List object cannot be interpreted as an integer. Ooh. Oh, is it because of this? The range? There's no range. Oh, there we go. Oh, and it only prints out the... Oh, wait, well, yeah. I'm not... Wait, hold on a sec. Oh, okay, I see now. I'm not... I is not treated as a number. It's treating as a actual, like, whatever it's inside this index. So I will be 0. I guess it would... Oh, wait. Yeah, it started from the beginning to the end. So you'll look in here and say, if shopping list 0, print that, it'll be Mario Odyssey. Okay, that was probably a poor explanation. I apologize for that. How would I explain that? Or can someone... I don't know how they explain that. Again, like... Or actually, I should at least explain the concept of... or try to explain the concept of splicing an array, because that's what we used in the for loop there. So, splicing, you don't have to start from the beginning of the list or the end of the list. You can just like cut off in the middle and be like, well, let's say you got a few stuff left, right? So you now know what to get, or let's replace that with what you need to get left or something. Or now. You already got some items, right? You already got, let's say, the amiibo in Mario Odyssey, but you want orange juice and an alien laptop so you can spill orange juice onto a laptop. So if I want to refer to the orange juice and the alien laptop, let's see, maybe I can just use a for loop for this. So slicing is iterating over a list on your with the starting point and end point step defined by you. Okay, yeah, all right. You guys are explaining the splicing, and thank you for that. So, yeah, let me get rid of this. You guys got what you want. You guys got all the amiibos. So let's say starting from 2, and is it inclusive, the end, I believe. So if I just press F5, ooh, okay, there we go. So it doesn't seem like 4 is inclusive. So as you can see, it only prints out orange juice and alien laptop, and that's what we want. Oh, well, there you go. And is not inclusive. Okay. So orange juice and Alienware laptop. So that's what we wanted. So the second index is, in this case, the orange juice, and then what's between 2 and 4 is 3, hopefully, and that would be the Alienware laptop, and 4 doesn't get added into the splice apparently. So lesson learned there. I would say that's true, Userman 2. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised actually. If only Jason was here, he'll probably be like, hey, you should, do this. And it's like, what are you doing? And like, oh, you got to introduce them to something I don't know because I'm not that fluent in Python. But, yeah, unfortunately, he's not here with us tonight, but, he's with us in spirit, and he could be, lurking in the chat. Oh, I mean, no, you didn't hurt my feeling or anything. It's just like, you're perfectly fine. Like, I know it's a joke. I mean, I see your grayscale face. Oh boy. Yeah, so you got your orange juice, you got your alien laptop. I mean, what if as opposed to, actually, this is a perfect example now. So I'm done with the for loop for now. And I'm going to talk about like append and deleting items in the list. So actually, I should just delete this whole thing. Right? Gray, it's no face, no space. Oh, I mean, gray face, no space. I'm following along in other language. Oh, okay. I shouldn't just probably read all of the chat. I'm sorry. Just, if that's a little privacy conversation there, I wouldn't, read out loud then. So, all right. So let's say you're a kid, right? Or you have a kid. Either case, and you're like, but I want that one. You hear that in the aisle maybe, or somebody that you know, and they would end with a parentheses and not a semicolon. So like you got print and you're like, but I want that one, and secretly it's like you point to the Sprite bottle. I'm gonna leave it like that. So you point at the sprite buck, and I don't know what that was. And but in the shopping list, let's say you only go up to 5 items because I don't know, you have a small sheet of paper and you never thought of using up the white spaces there. Haha, get it, Python joke. Ha ha ha. I apologize for that. So I forgot what the index was. It's 2. All right, so let me take a quick look here. Talk about splicing. Give me a sec. Excuse me. I'm cheating off the internet right now. So you can change the index, or that you can change the value in the array by doing multiple. There's multiple ways to do it, I guess, right? And you can just refer to that index. So in this case, orange juice was referred here at number 2 in the array, and I want to replace it with Sprite. And then if we print out what that spot is on the list now, let's say that, Control F5, but I want that one, Sprite. Oh boy, oh no. I mean, like they teach us in school, like no plagiarism, even though the teachers probably won't teach you the concept or, the topic in class, and they'd be like, oh, you can't look up on the, on the internet. Who doesn't look up on the internet? I don't know. Oh boy. Yeah. Like I had, my Unix teacher, he would tell me, like, for one of my homeworks is like, don't look up the internet on how to use the date function. I'm like, you didn't teach us the date function. Of course I'm going to go on Stack Overflow or Stack Exchange. Sorry, wow, Stack Overflow. Or some other random website that claims to say, like, we can teach you Bash quickly, and I still struggle. I really don't like Bash. Anyway, but you can see, but I want that one. Okay, so maybe I should make this fitting. So it's like, you look at your shopping list, right? And you see, let's see, okay, I forgot, not shipping, so, all right, shopping list, index 2. So, before it's going to be orange juice, right? But I want that one, says the child, Sprite. What a great way to end that story. Yeah, I mean, you can look up stuff in the workforce. I mean, I don't think honestly, I don't think I'm pretty sure the interviewers would also do the same, because we're not like walking like language compendiums or encyclopedias or the manual, like, especially with assemblies. Like, yeah, sure, do you know about MIPS assembly too? It's like, what am I, a freaking computer? No, I gotta look up the manual. Or actually with MIPS, what happened with me is, like, my teacher would just give me like a 4-page like handout and be like, just look at these like functions. It's like, okay, cool, thanks. So, all right, so this is how you replace an index in the array. You can do it this way, or you can do, like, with some functions, I think pop back is one of them. No, that's probably vectors in C++. Append. I'm looking at the internet right now. Let's see. We got append to add in something. Extend is another one, but I think I'm used to seeing append. Yeah. What else? To delete, you just use the del keyword. Huh. I don't remember delete or the del keyword. I remember remove. Remove and pop. Pop. Okay, so you use pop. Alright. So you use pop, I use whatever I cannot remember. So let me actually make use of the function here. So if I want to print out array, right? And I want to pass in my array. How intuitive. Say, oh my gosh, in range. No, that's not what we did before. It's not what we did before, Andre. Okay, I'm missing out here. I'm missing out on a joke. Found on Reddit. Oh man. Wow. Okay. I gotta do this. Gotta not distract myself a bit. So print array. What I did before, what was it? It was my array. Was it split? Splicing, then -1, so we don't have to worry about hard coding the size. Then we just print out the content, which is whatever it is in the array. And we're not going to return anything. And just because you have a function doesn't mean you have to return anything. I know in the previous example when I do this, I just want to show like that's how return works. So if I were to do, okay, I guess it's gonna be 3. 2 is gonna be 3, everybody. And then if I just say, taking that advice, I'm going for it. All right, and if I just do that, and I say the is equal to 1 plus 2. Remember that 2 is 3, so it's going to return. Well, I'm not going to run the code, but cum laude will be, or sum laude. No, I'm just going to stick to sum laude. Sum. We got to find the sum of 2 numbers. So in this case, it'll be the sum of 1 plus 3, 4, which is 4. It'll print that if I were to print out sum. Alright? Just gonna get rid of that. So this function won't return anything. It'll print out the content in the array though. So we'll make use of that function. So we already talked about overriding the index, an element in the array. So what was I about to do? Oh no, how could I forget? Oh boy, we got that Morty. Is that really Morty though? I think so. Okay, the array. What was I about to do? I know I had an idea. I had an idea going. I can't control Z in real life to figure out what was I going to do. Man, that really sucks. I was going to do something. Alright, I just improvise here. So, let's just say I want to remove the Alienware because that's too expensive, and it's pop. Pop is the function, and to use that I need to, oh, it just pops. Oh, it pops at the end. That's what it does. So if I just do this and print array shopping list, I guess that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna show what pop does. Pop gets rid of the amiibo, not the amiibo. Oh no, there goes my collection. So if I just run the code now, hopefully with no errors, it would give me all the way up to orange juice. What happened? Where's my Alienware laptop? I got rid of the amiibo. Oh, I can pass an index to pop. Okay, that's convenient. I thought so, because there's no way you can just say like, hey, I just want to get rid of the end. I mean it's useful, but okay. All right. So what if I amp that up to -2? All right, now we're talking big here by 1. So let me fix something here. It didn't print out Alienware or Alien laptop. Let's try this again. Print out orange juice again, because for some reason it decides to just stop at orange juice. We're getting dangerous now. Okay, I need to get up closer to the TV to see. I don't think I ever did with the second colon before, but I can give it a shot if he wants to reverse it. Yeah. He's space between the print array. No, not, I know you see me with like the print and the space between the print and whatever I want to print, but you don't necessarily need a space, I think. Except the last. In main. I don't understand. Like a space between the print array and the shopping list. Okay, but I'll get back to that. Let me fix something here. So he's missing, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, let me put the space back, because that's not needed. All right. How to do this? Print array shopping list. Okay, I know you're trolling me. I know you're trolling me. I know you're trolling me, Titanium Hex. Yeah, that's my roommate. Yep. That's my roommate just trolling me. Yep, there he goes. Like a philosopher with that emote. Alright. You can also print the list in multiple lines without using the function using print. Oh. Oh, man. Huh. I never print the list like that without using the function using print. I know we did this before. This is the, you know, what we did before we started doing arrays. Or actually, no, that's what we did. I apologize. That was a dumb moment there. All right. So I know we did something. I know it was a mystery. Did we mess around with length? I feel like there might be something here. Length, maybe. The length of the race size. Was that it? Let me give it a shot. Probably gonna give me some error. Yep, there we go. Okay, that's not iterable. The length of my array. Or we can just do, actually, what we did before. Do this. And just find the length of that. Oh. Length of my array. I'm just trying to print out the whole, like, array, like I did before in the main function. You can just do it like this for I and int and in my array. Ah, was that it? Man, I have really bad memory loss right here, or just can't remember what happened like 30 minutes ago. But this is good because, you know, it's debugging for v and array print v. Ah. So, and I also got to refer to the index if I were to print out the content. Slices, what slice? I am not slicing. Basically the keyword in within the for means for each one. Okay. Wow. I guess this is my enlightened brain fart going on here, I guess. Like, you just want to print I, not just print. Ah, right. Okay, let me see. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, stream. I mean, thank you, chat. And, or actually, it should be more specific. Thank you, everybody. And not you, Titanium Hex. I know where you are. Oh, man. But thank you. Thank you, everybody. So, wow. That was some brain fart. I'm trying to debug. Oh, boy. I mean, go ahead. I mean, I'm not asking for money for this. It's just, sure, you can take your refunds and leave. No. I mean, yeah. Points to the mysterious fourth wall that holds a sign. Oh, man. Yep. I mean, I don't know. I'm going to charge you for each credit, and this is a 4-credit class, you know? Gotta make up for that. This is gonna be, I don't know how long 4-credit classes, it might depend different in the university, but for us it's like an hour and 50 minutes, 2 hours, maybe a little more. But anyway, so we popped the Alienware laptop because we don't need that. It's too expensive. We can't afford that. That's like what, $1,000, if not more, maybe under less, slightly. But before I continue, I know we cover this a bit, but I'd like to ask Ultra TZ if he's okay. Like, I haven't seen him typing up in a while. Any questions, any comments, any complaints? Any complaints? I'm exaggerating on the complaint part because I already got one. Can I get a refund? Sure. I mean, thank you. I didn't know it would be this funny, but I mean, all right. I'm glad that you're having fun. I mean, that's really what, you know, that's like my goal here, you know, making this fun, you know, like some teachers would say, actually. They'll make this fun, and then they'll make you write up some like intense, like, you know, DirectX code and like try to make a directional light with like vertex and pixel shaders. My own complains that it's getting a bit late. Well, oh, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, all right. So, what exactly we're doing? The pop again? We're getting rid of an element. So maybe I need to expand this a bit here. My shopping list is so fat, actually. So you see Mario Odyssey, we got a $20 Steam card, we got Orange Juice, Alien Laptop, Amiibo, and Pop 2, what it does, -2, my bad, is, so it's gonna go in reverse, right? As opposed to reading from left to right, it's gonna read like a Japanese like person reading a manga. So it'll start from right? And it's gonna say, in this case, this is also -1. And this is -2. And what it's gonna do, it's gonna Alienware Laptop out of the list. So if you can think of it like that, it's like, it's gone. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh. Operating system pure Python? Oh no. No, I can't. The pop basically is a function of that. Okay. It removes the second from the end. So again, if you want to read, you know, in mangas you read from right to left. So right is going to be -1 in the normal book, right? So Odyssey is the first index, right? And you go -1, but there's nothing to the left of Mario Odyssey, as you can see. So it's going to go to the end here. It wraps around to Amiibo, and that'll be -1. And then -2 will refer to the second item from the end. So here, let me print out, make it easier. So print shopping list 2, which will be from the beginning, from the beginning, and then from the end, we got shopping list 2, -2. And let me get rid of that. It does not get rid of the Amiibo. There is no Sprite bottle. And from the end, shopping lists, you got that. Print array. Yeah, it will cycle through there. Or actually, here, let me comment that out so it doesn't call the function. And if I just run the code now, and if my shell could be thick for a moment, we got orange juice, which is the second item. Look to your right a little bit. Oh, whoops, here, let me scroll down. So orange juice is the second item. So 1, 2, it's orange juice, like I have in the comment. And then Alien Laptop is -2 from the end. All right? Right. I mean, it's gonna empty my wallet $14 at a time, plus tax. I mean, that's a lot of Amiibos. They always come out like for every character. Like the newest ones, I heard last time I heard the new ones, it was like for the Breath of the Wild, the 4 champions. That's what they call it. I was thinking Guardians, but champions is the word that they use. But yeah. All right. Any other questions? Complaints? I'm waiting for those complaints. comments, thoughts, beautiful poetry. I mean, okay, so let me probably, okay, so it's almost 11:30. I don't want to keep Trevor all night. Oh, cricket noises? Okay, great. That's a good comment, or that's a good complaint there, crickets. So let's see here. Well, another way to get rid of, or to actually add, let me just get rid of this whole list here. Right. Since we're all talking about amiibos, you know what that means. So I want to make a collection. Here's my amiibo collection. That's a long variable. By the way, don't make a habit of making long ass variable names. It's gonna be annoying when you have to type them out, especially in Python where there's like no shortcut to type it in like in Visual Studios. Yeah, I know, it has begun. So I want to append to my collection so you got like amiibo collection. I want to append. I believe it's a method, correct? Let me double check that quickly. Yeah, it's a method. So let me oh, use a snake case. You know, I never really use snake case. I just use camel casing. So I know what, I never really done snake casing. I guess it's because, you know, the underscore is just unusual to me. It's foreign to me. So I want to append Obi-Wan's lightsaber. You know, like General Grievous, he's like, oh, add to my collection here. Or opens up his like chest and he has like 4 lightsabers. And you just go like Nani. And then you got another amiibo. I'm gonna append Reggie Fils-Aimé. He's a great amiibo. Reggie Fils-Aimé. Reggie Fils-Aimé. Alright. And then I want to print out what I have so far. So print array, print amiibo collection, and then I want to what else? I prefer camel. Yeah, same. I prefer camel casing. And yeah, really, they usually use snake casing, and PEP 8 recommends snake case. I'm not, what's PEP 8? I've never heard of that before. I think I heard it mentioned earlier in the previous stream. I don't remember. Append, let's see, let's say an Andre. I'm a great amiibo. I can bring like supplies to heroes in games, or provide like, I don't know, a bottle in Super Smash Bros, or I could be a bad AI. Python's official style guide. Oh really? I guess I should take a look at what they gotta say. I heard them boys, PEP 8. I was about to say Pep Boys, but PEP 8 boys. And so I print array. It's gonna show that I'm not lying to you, that I did actually add myself to the amiibo collection. I'm just gonna delete my amiibo collection. Like you can do that in real life. You just like control X, and then you can just like not control paste. So if I just run it now. Of course I got it wrong because for some reason I have a parenthesis, no parentheses. F5. There we go. Why is it showing my name again? Obi-Wan's lightsaber, Reggie Fils-Aimé, got that. And then at the end, it prints out my name. Doesn't. Oh, and I didn't print. That's why. Yeah. There goes my amiibos. They're just gone. Alright, so here, let's say you got starting your collection. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna leave it like that. Just for the sake of, you know, getting this lesson out of the way quickly. And then print it. Display my case. That could be interpreted many ways, I'm sorry. Display my display collection. Alright. And then there's like, oh cool, have you heard of the new Andre amiibo? Yeah, I heard he's so cool. You know, like, here, like, oh man. The new Andre amiibo came out. Andre amiibo. And then you print out again, display collection, again, collection, because you are obsessed. Oh no. Oh god, as Joseph Joestar would say. Get the memes. Oh my god. Joseph Joestar lost his after he lost his collection. Bring in some memes to help us learn programming. And then what I forgot to do was print the array, so that way I could see if there's anything in the amiibo collection. So let me get rid of that white space. Yeah, I know. Oh boy. Yeah, I just got to part 4, or I'm actually in the middle of part 4 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, so it's been a while. I have a feeling you're gonna get here. Let's see. Can we print out something that's been deleted? There we go. Yep, you're right. There's probably another way. I'm gonna look again on this Python website. Let's see. Delete, delete, print, delete. Print steal. Ah, yeah, you're right. If I did have, if I did print out the function print array after I delete the list, then it's going to give me an error because, you know, it does not exist anymore. I just destroyed the variable. So let's try not to do that and prove that the list is empty. So let's say, oh, okay, let me try that one. Let me try that function. I don't know. I just saw in the references, like, you can, you know, clear out your or get rid of your array by using delete. I'm like, okay, cool, I'll try that. Little did I know it's going to destroy the whole entire variable. Yeah, there we go. Lesson learned for me. And we all learned something, right? That we always have to look up on the internet to figure out what we need to solve or figure out. I don't know. That's, yeah. You just need. I mean, obviously, if you're going to go back to, like, learning a language or something, I mean, you got to, like, look back and be like, man, I made it this far. Now I have to look it up. It's not clear. Let's try that work. Let's see if that one works. There we go. All right. See, yeah, he doesn't have. Yep, there we go. That works. Clear. Clear is the function you wanted to use. So we got starting your collection. I was about to burp. Sorry. Wow, I was about to try to pronounce that word. Is that, don't tell me User Man 2, is that like similar to like a pointer in C or C++? Oh gosh. Yeah, clear is it. That's the one. So it's, you got your collection, Obi-Wan's lightsaber and Reggie Fils-Aimé, and then, oh man, the new Andre amiibo came out and stuff, and you're like, I want it. And you got Obi-Wan's lightsaber, and you got Reggie Fils-Aimé, and you got me. I'm part of your collection. But, oh, sequel? Oh boy. Wait, is that... Oh no. Oh, okay. That explains it. Man. Pointers, why? It probably has it under its hood. Oh boy. Yeah, clear, you know, looks better. Or, I mean, also depends on your taste. I mean, if you prefer clear, that's great. If you prefer delete, then I suggest you go back to C or C++, because that's going to involve pointers. Yeah. So, all right. So, it's kind of getting late. I got class in the morning. I kind of would like to wake up and actually be there and deal with the teacher who would say "soon," or says that ternary operators are bad programming because of syntax. I will never. When's the next time I'll be streaming? You, me. I know I just put in the schedule like earlier this morning about like what my schedule is. It depends. I would say next week, unfortunately, because, you know, Thanksgiving's coming up. But I'll try to give a heads up on the channel or something. Like, I haven't really like tried to link, like, I don't have a Twitter account because I heard like that's how, yeah, that's how I see like other streamers, or like how other people do it, famous YouTubers or whatever. They like let people know on their Twitter, but like I'm just this one person that, you know, I'm not that famous yet. Yeah. Ternary, but he argues that ternary operators are bad is bad programming because syntax reason. Where, well, one, that's not really a good, you know, argument there, because you would rather try to argue that it would, like, it doesn't function well, or like it's bad optimization or something like that, you know, something under the hood, not opposed to like, or as opposed to saying like, oh, saying okay, yeah, I mean, you can simply look up the ternary operator, or the question mark, if you will, or the go-to, like you mentioned, but like you wouldn't say the language is terrible because you don't understand like what that symbol is or what go-to is. So, but to go back to the question about streaming, if Trevor is available for tomorrow, I would try to make a stream tomorrow. Again, I'll try to notify on my channel, or somehow, somewhere in the deep in the internet, I'll be like, hey, I'm gonna stream in 30 minutes or an hour. But in case I don't stream on Tuesday, most likely next week, because you know we got Thanksgiving. You know, it's time to be with the family and, you know, hang out, get fat, get full of turkey, ham. My mouth is not salivating from all the food. You know what? I guess I'm kind of glad that I didn't use like a food example for the shopping list. I did use orange juice, but that's not really food. Plus, I guess it's also because I just ate before I streamed, so I'm not that hungry. Ah, okay. Well, yeah. Yeah, okay. Then I'll understand, like, if it's being treated poorly, then... Okay. Maybe you guys should go back and go eat dinner or catch up, watch, you know, some other streamer or... Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, like... Alright, I'll stop the stream shortly, alright? But I'll stream again next week in case I don't stream tomorrow around the same time. I will put an update on my channel. I don't know if that helps notify people. Highly doubt it, maybe, but whenever I have like a Twitter account, I'll try to mess around with that, explore the world, and get out from underneath my rock. My pet rock that SpongeBob is just casually riding on. So yeah, any questions, comments, or any complaints? And next stream we'll talk more about arrays, and I'm pretty sure Jason would be available, and we will have a fun time talking about dictionaries. Yay! Or more about the arrays, you know, basic array stuff. Yeah, just something simple with like, yeah. Or we can take like dictionary and try to simplify it. I mean, I don't think it's that bad. It's been a while though. Yep. All right. Yeah, we can do a guessing game. I did make a guessing game in the last stream, where you try to guess the computers, the consoles, or you're trying to guess Python's number between 0 and 100, and that was just showing like how to, it was like more examples with a while loop. But before I go, do we have any questions, answers? No questions. What is the answer? What is the question? Guessing games are quite simple to make, so it's a good learning task. Yeah, and then you can what you can do after you make like a guessing game, you can try to have the computer to guess your number, and then you can, you know, count how many attempts it took to get to your number. You know, you have a schedule. Oh, well, I mean, it's kind of rough schedule. I'll try to make a schedule for that week, so I'll update the schedule like after the stream, and I'll probably for next week I'll update the schedule at the beginning. Yeah, how about something? Yeah, so what you do is, all you do is you type in a number, right? Or okay, well, without the user input, are you planning to have like two computers to guess each other's numbers, or like just to deal with like a random variable number? Oh, my stream is, it just lagged for a moment there. Here, I can try to quickly make that guessing game for here for a moment. So let's try to recreate something. So your number, right? So you got int input. What's your number? Your number. And then you got the computer com number. Not this. Oh, okay. Well. Well, I mean, it's just. Well, you can just do like. I know this is gonna be a little bit advanced, but like what I did last time is I import a random. I import random. Obviously, I know you can read that, but I don't know how to explain like Python's equivalent to like a header file in C, C++, or I don't know how Java works. I mean, between Python and Java, I mean, with Java, I probably have to look up the whole manual again to figure out how to write out a variable or something. But Python, I definitely have a chance to. I'm able to teach that, but not Java. But import, okay, same deal with Java. Okay, cool. So import random, and you can just have. I don't remember last time. It was like ran dot something. Okay. All right, so non-user input examples. Well, I don't know, that's kind of tough actually, but you could try to make a Mad Lib, or that does require input. Huh. But yeah, sorry, I can't come up with the examples at the top of my head, but streaming, if not tomorrow, same time, then it's most likely next week. So enjoy your Thanksgiving if I don't, stream tomorrow. So, all right, so last time for questions, answers, helping each other out. That's great. I love that. I really do. I mean, I'm glad that you guys find this entertaining. I hope. Made your Monday night, because who likes Mondays? Who's that one person that's just like, oh boy, we get to learn about programming on Monday after work or after school? I mean, I get like that. I actually got like that like 30 minutes before, or like 45 minutes before stream. I was like, huh. Just talked to Trevor and it's like, hey, yeah, all right, so he's available. I should stream before, Thanksgiving. But all right, seems like people are okay. All right. Well, that's good. You will be that person? All right. I'm glad I'm not the only one, I guess. That's good. All right, guys. Have a good night. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, boy, I feel bad. Like, especially when it's daylight savings stays up till like, or the sun rises at like, what, 5? Well, also depends on, the time zone difference. But over here is Eastern time. So again, I know this is like the 5th time I'm saying this, but like, if I'm not streaming tomorrow, then next week. All right? So, all right, guys. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow, I hope, before Thanksgiving. If not, have a great Thanksgiving. Fill your stuff with, turkey or ham or whatever food you like. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.